Greetings, YouTube. It doesn't happen often because the joke is, for years I am attached. Like, there's actually like a outlet in my back that attaches to the wall because I'm always attached to my computer. And the sad thing is, because I am what I call an H squared, H to the power of 2, I'm a happy hermit. I am attached to my computer and my TV and my laptop and my phone. I basically would be lost without electricity, which I feel like is a lot of people, but me too, kind of the extreme. But I was asked privately, like, Prof, why are you slacking on not covering this Moleman situation since the patch dropped? And there was actually a reason, right? There's actually some intention to this. Not that there's anything wrong with talking about it beforehand, but I have trust issues. I literally go to therapy and counseling for a number of things, including trust issues. And I believe Kabam has made my trust issues over the years 1,000 times worse. Because it feels like every time I get really excited about something, they nerf it, they take it away, they patch it, you name it. They make this really hard on your boy. And so I thought, how fitting would it be to talk about Moleman when I just set up my 5-star Moleman? Of course, I don't have just a 5-star Moleman. I have, thankfully now, although kids, when I'm doing a video and I see this, I'm like, ooh, I should claim it. Always claim your 4-hour crystals, kids. Always claim them. But with Moleman, they warned us that they would take away one of the abilities that he's had for over a year, right? When you look at the description of him, it says, while Frenzy is not active and Moleman is below 10 monster mass, Moleman's heightened senses allow him to predict his opponent's movements, granting him passive true accuracy. So, of course, we know now that when Frenzy is active, Moleman has traditionally kept the true accuracy, making him just a mole god against evade champs, auto block champs, right? Like just a number of champs that true accuracy in general is amazing with. Now, I will say this. Now that I have taken a few days, I'm going to make a video. It's just a little preview about how, like, people always ask me, Prof, are you burnt out of the game? And the answer is, of course I am. I'm largely doing this because I love the community and I'm honored to have a YouTube channel. If I didn't have this great community, if I wasn't online, if I didn't talk to people via Skype or whatever, or Discord, I would have retired. And if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would have retired. But I am so thankful I didn't for a number of reasons. But Hercules was actually somehow underhyped for me, even though he had been, I felt like, insanely overhyped because of all the things. He is, to me, like a mixture between Scarlet Witch before patch 12.0, everything I like about Aegon once he reaches a combo of 999, Corvus once he stacks his missions, Moleman once he gets that true accuracy. I mean, he is perfect. He's the perfect champion. And Kabam, you better not touch him, or else you want to talk about trust issues. So, I'm going to blacken the phone because after discussing the Moleman situation and him not being nerfed or touched, seemingly, when the patch came out, we have an official update, as in the last 12 hours, from Kabam Jax. I've been in discussions with the development team about this. This was not intentional. As in, I think it wasn't intentional to not touch him. We thought the patch notes were correct, but it turns out, like quite a few things when the patch was dropped, from at first the energy not working until I think noon the next day, the energy display change and adding up of extra energy, to, of course, until you turned off your phone, you had to restart your whole device, which I can't remember happening. Then the inventory cap increases showed up. But even that wasn't true at first. It felt like it was a patch without a patch, really. He says this was not intentional, and we're trying to see what happened and why. We're trying to see why it didn't change him like we thought it would. So it's likely this fix will still go into effect eventually. So, for all you that messaged me saying, Prof, Kabam heard our pleas and they intentionally didn't touch Moleman, not so fast. No, they didn't. They thought they had altered him in the way they wanted, and then it turns out the coding that they put into the game, or the coding they put into him, didn't stay. It reverted him back to what he's been like, bugged, for over a year. But as per my previous message on this thread, that isn't the end of the discussion internally. Now, of course, if you're like me, you're reading this like, just leave him. Just, hey, this is a sign from the Kabam gods, if you believe in them, that he's not meant to be changed. Just update the description of the champion, which you've done for several champions in the past. Update the description and just leave him as is. He doesn't break the game like Hercules does, but he does have really good utility as is. That utility, of course, gets less and less with this change. We've already started a dialogue about the community's sentiment on the change, aka the negative sentiment towards it. And once we find the root of this issue, we can evaluate how to move forward. More info to come, hopefully soon. So, it sort of feels like Kabam Jax is playing the role of like a parent that's like, hold on, we're not saying you can have dessert first every meal. We thought we had actually gotten rid of the dessert, but you opened up the cabinets and there were the double stuffed Oreos. I don't know what to say about this. It's such a weird situation. It's a bizarre situation. It's an unfortunate situation. And the best thing to do is just to leave him as is, but Kabam's already committed to not doing that, even in this message. What do you think should happen? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.